Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Transform Yourself with Helen from Helen Margaret Hypnotherapy. I hope you're all doing incredibly well. Well, what's been good this month? What kinds of things have you been noticing in your lives that are good? You remember it's important to note a couple of things every day so that you're releasing those coping chemicals and reducing your stress levels. So have a think about what's been good in the month. It might be little things, it might be big things. For me, I'm completing some training in hypnotherapy and I'm very excited about completing it. It's been a bit of a slog, but I'll have another qualification to my name, so I'm really happy that I'm almost finished. And I enjoy a daily chat with my dad, who is 89 and lives almost 200 miles away from me. So we talk every day. I see him every day on WhatsApp video, and I always enjoy talking to him. And then finally, I am 2/3 of the way through a book called The Count of Monte Cristo, which I'm reading with my son, who's in America. We have this book group of two, where when we talk about the book. And I have to say, I'm a little bit ahead of him, but it's not a competition. Those are some good things that have been going on in my life this month. I hope that you've found some good things too. Today, I want to talk about choosing a hypnotherapist. So instead of talking about the clinical aspects of it, I want to talk about some practicalities. How do you choose a hypnotherapist? Hypnotherapy is not government regulated, so anyone can claim to be a hypnotherapist. They just have to set up a website, have a phone number, a computer, a clinic, and they can do it, which is not great. You can do some minimal training and call yourself a hypnotherapist. There are lots of little weekend courses that allow you to then claim that you are a hypnotherapist. But we do have governing bodies who voluntarily govern hypnotherapy. And so that would be the first place to start. If you're looking for a hypnotherapist, go to places like the National Council for Hypnotherapy, which will give you a list of all of the hypnotherapists that are regulated by them. Or you can go to an organisation called Hypnotherapy Directory, where you have a list and you can look by the kind of therapy they offer as well as location. Now, what the National Council of Hypnotherapy and the Hypnotherapy Directory do for you, they do all of the vetting in advance. So in order to be an NCH member or a Hypnotherapy Directory member, you have to have the following. You have to have a qualification, a hypnotherapy diploma. There are different kinds available, but they usually run 10 months of the year. They involve practical training, so you're completing hypnotherapy with clients as well as writing a portfolio. And this is a level 4 qualification. Level 4 is in between foundation degree and A levels. A levels are level 3. Hypnotherapy diploma is level 4. They will make sure that the person who's on their books has this diploma. They will also make sure that the hypnotherapist has insurance. They will also check supervision. So we're all randomly audited to see how much supervision we've had in a year. Supervision is where we meet with a qualified supervisor who helps us improve our practice. We have to have a certain number of hours, depending on the governing body, each year. Supervision is crucial to make sure that we're following our practice and maintaining professional standards. NCH also has a code of ethics that we follow. And it's also a good thing to ask how much CPD a hypnotherapist has in a year. CPD stands for Continuing Professional Development, and it means that we've continued to study our practice. So we might have read books, we might have attended workshops or classes on different aspects of hypnotherapy to improve our practice and stay up to date with all of the changes and the adaptations that happen in any kind of therapy, so that we can learn new things and do the best for our clients. And also, it's important to know about whether they're DBS checked or not, especially if you're taking a child who's under 18 to the therapist. You wouldn't want to leave your child alone with a hypnotherapist if they're not DBS checked. You can always stay with your child if they are DBS checked, but if there's a DBS in place, then you know that they've been appropriately vetted. It's really important that you are careful in your choices. Also, there are different kinds of hypnotherapy that you can look for. My particular kind of hypnotherapy is called solution-focused hypnotherapy. So this is particularly good if you know why you're having a problem, you know where it comes from, but you don't know how to fix it. Or if you don't want to go back and revisit painful things from the past, you just want to move forward. So solution-focused hypnotherapy is future-focused. It looks to the future, what you want to accomplish, and how you're going to get there, one small step at a time. We don't look to the past beyond the first session where we might talk about past experiences, but after that, we don't focus on that, we focus on the future. So it's a very gentle and positive kind of a therapy. And we don't have to know the origins in order to move forward. We can't change the past. We can only change the future. And so that's what we focus upon. If you want to know the origins of your experience, then you may look for somebody who does regression therapy, where they might in trance take you back to the beginnings of your problem so that you can see where they come from. Or you might look to somebody who does past life regression to see if the problems existed before you were born in a past life. So there are many different kinds of hypnotherapy to choose from. And it's important that you talk to the hypnotherapist about your needs and what you would like to make sure that it's a fit. Most hypnotherapists will complete an initial consultation, either over the phone or face-to-face or online. Sometimes these sessions are free, sometimes they do accrue a minimal cost. But it's a good thing to try if you're looking for a hypnotherapist and you think you've found a match, is to ask for a short phone call in advance and then complete the initial consultation where you can hear about what the hypnotherapist can offer you. There's a thing called therapeutic alliance. Therapeutic alliance is all about rapport. You must have rapport with your hypnotherapist in order for it to work. If you don't like your hypnotherapist or you don't trust your hypnotherapist, find another one. It's not going to work for you if you're not able to collaborate with your hypnotherapist. And so it would be pointless to spend your money with somebody who might come recommended, but you just don't have that connection with. It's important for the success of your therapy that you get along and you trust your hypnotherapist. It might matter to you if you see a male or a female practitioner. Some people it matters, some people it doesn't. Also, it might matter to you if you're seeing your therapist online or if you're seeing them face to face. A lot of practitioners now offer online sessions, which means that you're not geographically restricted. Some hypnotherapists only do online hypnotherapy now, especially after COVID and the pandemic. It is generally acknowledged that online hypnotherapy is just as effective as face-to-face and can sometimes have additional benefits. For example, with face to face, you're in a therapy room of some kind that is not your own, and it might make you nervous, especially at the beginning, if the space is not suitable for you, or if it makes you nervous because there are too many pictures on the wall, or the chair isn't comfortable enough. With online therapy, you're in your own home or in your own space that you've chosen yourself, and you can choose a chair or a bed during the hypnosis part as a way to relax. So you get to choose, and it's a safe space already, which means that you don't have a new place to get used to, and obviously you don't have travel and transport costs. Most clients will ask how long the therapy is going to take. How many sessions do I need before I'm feeling better? That's a very difficult question to answer. From my point of view, I usually will tell clients around 6 to 12 sessions, maybe less, maybe more. If they're coming to me for anxiety-related problems, depression, that kind of thing, then usually 6 to 12 sessions is about where we are. But I have seen clients for less time, and I have seen clients for more time. Give that as a general guide. So it's important to recognise that it may take time for you to feel better, that it's not going to happen necessarily immediately, and that you may need several sessions for it to work. It may be, and I've seen this happen, that one session is enough. The brain is an amazing thing and can take things in very quickly and make changes very quickly, but there's no guarantee of that. It's also important, if you're going to see a hypnotherapist, that you do what they ask you to do. There's a little bit of homework always attached to the sessions. And so it's important that you complete the homework, because you only see your therapist maybe once every week or once every 2 weeks. And though there's a lot of time in between where you have to do the work, because hypnotherapy is essentially brain training. We're training your brain to behave in a way that works better for you. There's nothing wrong with your brain as it is, but it's not working the way you want it to. So we have to train your brain to behave in a way that makes the most sense for you. And it's not the same for everyone. If you don't do the homework, chances are your brain isn't going to change. And you're going to get frustrated and waste money because it's not working. Most clients are patient and will expect that they have to be consistent and persistent and continue to do things until they start to feel the change. And this is a good thing because, as I said, things don't normally happen overnight. It can take time. And so doing something once might not make the change that you want. If you want fast change, then you might be disappointed because change often isn't as fast as you want it. It tends to be faster than counselling. We can do more in 6 sessions than most counselling, although again, there are always exceptions. It's not a long-term therapy, but it does require effort, persistence, and consistency in what you're doing to change habits and thought patterns so that you begin to feel better. What I ask my clients to do is, as I've explained, come up with a couple of things that have been good every day and make a note of them. When they come to see me, I ask for 10 things. So it's hard work if you haven't prepared for that. But it's not just preparation, it's also the fact that you release coping chemicals when you're noticing the good things. So it's automatically changing your brain and moving your thoughts from the downstairs of your brain to the upstairs of your brain, which is where your best work can be done. I also ask my clients to listen to the audio recording I share with them every night as they're going to sleep. Some people prefer to listen to it at a different time. And that's okay if their sleep is okay. Sometimes they've got partners who don't want to hear it, or they can't listen to it with headphones because the headphones are causing them discomfort. So you can listen to it perhaps before you get into bed or just before you turn the light off. And I ask them to do this every night. The reason that I do this is because we want repetition and we want consistency. I had a client who came to me because he picked his nails and he wanted to stop. And that was the homework I gave him, because I give that to all my clients. And he didn't do it. He would come into session and he would say, "Oh, I didn't really have time to write things down. I'm very busy and I didn't really like listening to the recording very much, so I didn't really listen to it very much." And he didn't last long in therapy because he wasn't doing the work and he wasn't getting better. He was still picking his nails. He ended therapy unsuccessfully. So I always tell clients, if you want to achieve results, you have to put the work in. It's not something that I do to you, it's something that we do together. So it's a collaboration. Don't expect your hypnotherapist to fix all of your problems without any input from you. It's a bit unfair and a bit unrealistic. Okay, so there has to be work involved for your brain to be trained. An example of a client who did do the homework is a client I've recently seen for stopping smoking. He had smoked 30 cigarettes a day for about 25 years, and he wanted to stop. I only take on stop smoking clients if they're at least 80% motivated. He wasn't quite there. So we had a few sessions to build motivation, talking about how he would feel when he didn't have smoke in his lungs and how he'd be able to run further when he did exercise. He would be able to breathe better and he would smell better. And then we worked out how much money he would save. 30 cigarettes a day is quite a lot. And we worked out he would save over £9,000 a year. He had lots of fun imagining what he could spend £9,000 on. That's a lot of money. There's a lot of things you can do with £9,000. After 3 sessions of just building the motivation, he was ready. The actual stop smoking session is 1 2-hour session. And we did that. And he hasn't smoked since, because he did the work in between. He was looking for the good things. He was trying to focus on all of the benefits he would have from not smoking so that his motivation increased. And also, the week before we did the stop smoking session, he stopped smoking in the evening and he brushed his teeth after he'd eaten dinner so that he wouldn't smoke in the evening, beginning already to put in place practices that would help him to stop smoking. And that's why he was successful, because he was engaged in the process. And every now and again, I get messages from him to say, "I'm still not smoking," which is absolutely wonderful. But he had to be motivated and he had to participate in the work. If you have any questions about choosing a hypnotherapist or any aspect of hypnotherapy, please do send me a message, either at the bottom of the podcast, or you can email me at helen@helenmargarethypnotherapy.com. That way I can address some of these questions and concerns in future podcasts. I'd love to have dialogue with people who are listening and to answer questions that you have. The trance today is going to be a little bit different. It's based on neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, and it's a technique called anchoring. Anchoring is useful if you want to feel calm very quickly in a very stressful situation. It's very useful if you have performance anxiety, if you're going to be speaking to a group of people, you're going to be on stage for some reason, presenting something. But it's also good if you're in any kind of stressful situation and you want to be immediately calm. I want you to think in your mind of a place that makes you feel calm and safe. It can be a real place or it can be an imagined place. It doesn't have to be real. And I'm going to be asking you to imagine yourself there, not just in terms of looking at what you see, but using all of your senses, because your brain really likes sensory experience and it will make it more real. During the trance, I'm going to ask you to go to this place in your mind while you're pressing your thumb and your forefinger together of your non-dominant hand. When I say press your thumb and forefinger together, we're going to go to that place so that we're creating in your brain the association of calm with the pressing of your fingers together. You'll automatically, once you press your thumb and forefinger together in future, it will evoke this safe place. And if you're in this safe place, it will release coping chemicals and stop releasing the stress chemicals. It will automatically put you into a calm place. During the trance, I'm going to be asking you to do this 3 times. Now, don't worry about not listening or not hearing. You will hear and you will be able to do this. It's just because you're not asleep or you're not unconscious during trance, you will be able to hear this and do this. This is a skill that I often use to show my clients if they need to be automatically calm and need something that is going to help them get there. The thumb and the forefinger, pressing them together, is purely random, but it's also very discreet. You can do this in public without anybody knowing what you're doing. You can do it with your hand by your side. You can do it with your hand in your pocket, and nobody knows what you're doing. And it's your non-dominant hand because you do so much else with your dominant hand that the non-dominant hand works better. Pause the recording and find yourself a nice, comfortable position, whether you're lying down or sitting down, turning off everything, turn off your phone, your computer, and let's go into trance for the next 20 minutes or so. Settle yourself down. Let's get nice and relaxed. Shuffle in your chair or on your bed or on the couch, just to make sure that you're the most comfortable you can be. And as you do that, find a spot in the room that's easy just to stare at for the moment, while you feel all of the tension leaving your body. Feel yourself relaxing. You might need to stretch those muscles a little bit in your shoulders, in your stomach, just to release any tension that's there. Feel the tension in your jaw and just let it go away. You can always put your tongue gently in between your teeth to release the tension. And feel all the tension leaving your arms and your fingers and your hands. All of that typing that we do on phones and computers makes our hands tense. And down in your legs, feel all of the tension leaving your legs and your ankles and your toes, your feet. Just feel everything becoming floppy. This is a time for you. This is your time, nobody else's. We're going to relax and enjoy this time and wake up feeling refreshed and relaxed and ready to get back to our day, or go to sleep if we're at the end of the day. So you're totally relaxed now. And now, if you feel like it, slowly close your eyes and let the world disappear. Go into your head. Go into your own little space. Nothing matters outside. Just shut it away for a while. Although you might hear some odd sounds here and there. Maybe you might hear some footsteps walking past your room, a clock ticking, maybe a car just driving past your window. But that's not going to bother you at all. In fact, it's going to help you go deeper into trance. These sounds are going to become part of your experience of going deeper and deeper into trance. Going to help you go further and further so that you're so relaxed and so rested. But if you need to wake up and do something, if your fire alarm or there's something urgent, you'll be able to do it without a concern at all. There's no grogginess. There's no needing to come round. You'll be fully awake and alert if you need to be. But right now, you don't need to be. So you're just going to relax and enjoy the experience and recognize that you are taking time for yourself. This is your positive action for the day. And you're going to enjoy it so much because you're going to be so relaxed. And we're going to move upwards today, gradually upwards. Or if you prefer to go down, that's totally okay too. You are in control of your hypnosis. I'm just setting the scene, but you are choosing your hypnosis. So find yourself in front of some steps. They're nice, heavy, sturdy stone steps that have been walked on many, many times by all sorts of feet for hundreds and even thousands of years, but they've not worn down. They're still safe and you can hold on to the rails. There's a stone rail at the side that you can hold on to so you won't fall. You're going to gradually walk up these steps one at a time towards a beautiful platform that you can see ahead of you. It almost looks like it's up in the sky, and it's beautiful up there. The sun is shining and there's a beautiful chair up there for you to sit in and a nice cool drink on a table that you're reaching for. So you're going to take the first step, and as you do, you're relaxing more and more, enjoying the feeling of climbing, but there's no stress on your muscles. It's not like you're climbing a mountain. It's free of any kind of pain or exertion. It's almost like you're floating up the stairs, or you're stepping onto sponges. Spongy, lovely feeling under your feet, not like the hard stone. And you take another step, and again you feel so relaxed, and you can begin to feel the sun beating down on your arms as you're holding onto the stone rails, and it's warming you and moving you out of the shade into the sunshine. But it's not bright glaring sunshine, it's just warm and peaceful. No sunburn here, no glare, no heat that makes you feel like you need to take a shower to cool off. It's just perfect, perfectly warm and ready to warm you all the way to the cockles of your heart. And you take another step, and as you get closer, you're looking at the chair now, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful colour, your favourite colour, whatever that is. Maybe it's a gold or a purple or a green, and it's got the softest cushions that you can't wait to sink into. Like you're just ready to sit in this beautiful space and enjoy the scenery and enjoy the cool drink that's going to refresh you. And another step forward, and you can see the glass on the table. It's sweating a bit because it's got ice in it, but not too much. You're not losing all that ice. It's there waiting for you, and you can feel in your mouth a little bit thirsty. Your mouth's watering a little bit, ready to have that drink. And another step forward, up towards this beautiful platform. And you can see the sun now and the mountains in the background, just creating this lovely cadence of highs and lows, the greens and maybe a little bit of snow on the mountains because they're high. And then you look down and you can see the sea. Beautiful blue ocean, far into the distance, but gorgeous and peaceful. And what can you hear as you climb the next step? Maybe you can hear some birds chirping in the background. Or maybe you can hear little crickets. Maybe it's the end of the day and the sun's going down but still warming you. Whatever you hear is peaceful and restful. Maybe it's those waves that are gently moving with the tides and just creeping up onto the shore, nothing dramatic. Maybe it's music. Maybe it's your favourite song that makes you feel so relaxed, so rested. Just something that you might listen to if you want to feel totally chilled. Maybe a little jazz. Maybe a little bit of soft rock. Something that just makes you feel relaxed and happy. And now you're on the last step, stepping up onto the platform, and it's beautiful up there. And you walk over to the seat in your favourite colour, it's beautiful soft cushions, and you sit down and you feel that soft fabric against your skin, and you feel the softness and the bounciness of the cushions, and you hear the sounds, the music, or the birds, or the crickets that make you feel absolutely relaxed. And you're ready. You're ready to be in the most relaxed state. You're ready to do the work during trance, this rehearsal of being calm and relaxed. So now, dear listener, I want you to put your thumb and your forefinger together while we go to your place. You are there. You are in your safe, calm place, wherever that is. Maybe it's outside. Maybe it's inside. Maybe it's a room. Or maybe it's out in the grass or on the sand. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's a real place. Maybe it's a place you've always imagined that you would go. A fantasy of a calm place where nothing can hurt you, nothing can touch you, wherever that may be. And look around this place. What do you see? Do you see furniture? Do you see trees and greenery? Or is it blue sky and sunshine? What's there? What can you see? And what do you hear? Maybe you hear nothing at all. Maybe it's absolutely silent because there's nobody there. Maybe you hear gulls screeching a little bit in the distance. Maybe you hear your favourite music. Maybe you hear children laughing. What a wonderful sound that is. Or maybe you hear your cat purring. It's right next to you or on your lap, just purring away. What a wonderful sound that is. What do you smell? Can you smell the sea air if you're outside? Or smell flowers and fragrances of beautiful blooms? Do you smell food? Is it your dinner cooking, or is it a snack, your favourite snack that just nourishes you and warms you? Is it coffee? Is it tea? Is it favourite perfume? Favourite soap? What do you smell? And think about how that smell comforts you. What does that feel like? You're associating as you keep on pressing your thumb and your finger together associating all of these wonderful things with that pressing motion so that you can go back there anytime you want. What can you taste? Is there a little bit of salt in the air that's on your tongue? Have you had a lovely drink of juice? Have you eaten some chocolate? How does that feel on your tongue? How does that feel in your body? Does it feel good? Does it feel calming? Is it something that helps you relax a little bit maybe, but not too much? Think about all of those sensory emotions, all of those sensory feelings that you have, and how you associate all of this calmness with this place. Notice your body. What is your body doing while you're pressing your thumb and your forefinger together, while you're in your safe place? Are you lying down? Are you sitting up? Are you standing? Are you walking or cycling? Are you watching the world go by? Are you watching people? Or are you totally alone? And what is your body doing while you're doing all of these things? Can you feel the relaxation in your muscles? Can you feel the smile on your face? Or the serene expression that you have because nothing matters? You're on your own, you have nothing to do and no one to prove anything to. So you're totally relaxed. Feel that in your body, down to your very bones. Feel all of that in your eyebrows, in your eyelashes, in your toenails. All of that relaxation everywhere, inside and outside, because you are in your calm and your safe place. It feels wonderful to be there, and you are relaxed in this place. Now, dear listener, you can stop pressing your thumb and your forefinger together, and we'll carry on with the trance. You are going to be so relaxed at the end of this session because you are going to live your best life, and you're going to use this anchoring strategy to help you stay calm during moments of stress and pressure. It will be instantaneous when you press your thumb and your forefinger together. You will feel all of the feelings of calm and relaxation that you have felt during this trance. You will go back there and feel everything, and you will smell those flowers or that coffee, and you will taste the chocolate or the salt in the air. You will hear the favourite music or the children laughing, and you will see all of the sights around you that you associate with calm, and it will immediately help you to be calm. So if you will, dear listener, put your thumb and your forefinger together on your non-dominant hand again. I'm going to take you back to this place, this beautiful place where you are always calm and relaxed and never feel anything different. There is no stress here. Stress does not exist. There has never been stress here. And you're going to use your senses to explore this space where you are sitting or lying or standing or walking, where you are, what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, and what are you touching? What do you feel? Is it a chair underneath you, or a bed, or maybe a beautiful sun lounger in the sunshine? Or maybe it's the wood of a bridge that you're crossing. Or maybe it's the bike that you're riding underneath you. What are you feeling? What does your body feel? Feel all of that relaxation through all of these senses. Whole body is engaged in this experience, And you are going to be so calm and relaxed when you finish this, and so calm and relaxed when you use your anchor. It's going to be that little haven, that little oasis in the middle of any stressful moments that's going to bring you back to a place where you are totally calm and relaxed. So be in that place for a little bit longer and enjoy what you're sensing, and feel in your body all of that relaxation. And now you can relax your hand, your thumb and your forefinger as we take another little break before we do it one more time. You are going to be the best version of yourself. You're going to live your best life, whatever that life is. You're going to recognize that you have so much already in your life, and you're going to be happy with it. You're going to look to the future and see a bright future in front of you. And you are going to have the confidence to achieve that future. And you've got the motivation to achieve it as well. You want to be better. You want to improve your life and be your best self. And this is what you're going to be. Because once you decide upon that, your subconscious will help you get there. And as we do this practice for your anchor, this is one little tool that you can use to be your best self as you move forward to your bright future. So, dear listener, if you will, press your thumb and forefinger together for the last time and go to your calm and safe place. Look around it. See where you are. Look at everything. Look under the chair if you're inside. Look in between the trees. Look everywhere. Make sure that you see everything, all of the little details. Maybe there's some ants around a tree, or maybe there's a dust bunny under the chair, and that's okay. Look everywhere and experience all of that, and know that you are calm here. This is the place where stress does not exist, that you are here to do your own thing. Nobody's requiring you to do anything, just be calm and relaxed. So after you've looked around, have a listen. What are you hearing? What sounds are coming through to you? The sounds are not violent or dramatic. They're calming and relaxing, whatever they are for you. Whether that be a dog barking, or whether it be nothing at all. And then have a smell of the area. Sniff around and see what smells. Is it the coffee that you're drinking, or is it the cake that you're eating, or are there no smells at all? Is it perfectly neutral? Have you got flowers that you can smell, or maybe some potpourri, or maybe it's just the furniture polish that takes you back to a specific memory of your life? Whatever it is, soak that up and enjoy that smell, because it's going to help deepen your relaxation. And what are you tasting? Is it just that you've just brushed your teeth and you can taste your toothpaste nice and fresh? Or is it that you can taste something that you've eaten or drank? Or maybe something in the air that just sort of sticks on your tongue like a little bit of salt. Whatever it is, enjoy that taste, because all of these senses combined are going to help you be so relaxed. And what can you feel with your hands, with your back, with your arms and legs? Maybe it's just the sun shining on you, making you feel warm and cozy. Maybe you're in bed and covered up with a duvet or an electric blanket. Or maybe it's just the feeling of the chair or the bed or the sun lounger or the bike beneath you. Maybe it's a cool breeze. Maybe it's rain. It could be any number of things. You choose what it is that makes you feel relaxed. And enjoy this, enjoy these feelings, and know that you can come back here anytime you want, simply by pressing your thumb and your forefinger together. And you can relax your hand now as we come to the end of this trance. You are perfect as you are. You are perfect in your imperfections. Being perfect is not a goal that we should have. It's a negative goal because it's not achievable. Your goals are achievable because you recognize you are not perfect, but you are motivated and willing to work towards your goals, one small step at a time. And you know that stress is a great barrier to your goals, and you're going to use this tool in the future to help you reduce stress and take you to a calm place where you can relax for a moment instantaneously and be ready to face the challenges of the day. If you're carrying on to sleep, just let this play out and enjoy a beautiful, restful sleep. If you've got to carry on with your day, when you're ready, open your eyes and look around as you're back in your room, back in your space, ready to carry on again. How are you feeling? Hopefully you're wonderfully relaxed and ready to use your anchor whenever you need it. It's been my absolute pleasure to share this with you today. I hope you found value in it, and I would love feedback. If you want to give me feedback at the bottom of the podcast, or you want to email me or message me on social media, my handles are Helen Margaret Hypnotherapy on Facebook and Helen Margaret Hypno on Instagram. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, focus on what's been good, be kind to yourself, and I will see you again.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.